Alright. Jared here from Crypto Plan. How's everyone going? Just a quick update. What is going on in the crypto market? Wishy-washiness. The same in every market. Stock market, gold and silver markets, up, down. Direction is undecided, but we're coming to a resolution phase, and I'm just going to show you a lot of things that are happening via the ARC. So first one is DXY. DXY potentially can go up a little bit higher to the top of this arc, and then I'm expecting a correction down below the 30-week moving average, which is going to send things chaotic the same way it did back here in May. From May onwards, if you had invested in Bitcoin all the way through to in March, that would have been the ideal time to be in Bitcoin or any cryptocurrencies really. So once the DXY is below that 30-week moving average, we've shown in other videos it's a good time to be in speculative assets or to be trading in them and then pulling out of them, right? So right now we've all been positioning ourselves, or you've just been holding all the way through. That's fine. But DXY, until this rolls over, we're not going to see any craziness. Now, what is Bitcoin doing? It is ruling the show, but like anything, it is pulling back to its 30-week moving average. So we're either going to see a little bit of a bounce there and go to a new all-time high, or slightly kind of just retrace to that all-time high and then fall over on itself. At which point, I believe that money's going to come out of Bitcoin, is going to come out of Ethereum and go into the altcoins. XRP, I want to have a look at that. So once again, right side of the arc, high up on the arc, big bounces. So every time XRP has tapped on the edge of this arc, a big move's happened. So it pulled back to this arc, a big move happened out here. Didn't pull back all the way, a little move happened. So I think this last tap on the arc, XRP is setting up to really break out and go higher. One Harmony, same deal. You know, if we look at from an arc analysis, tap on the left hand side, kind of broke out, tried to break into massive new all-time highs, but it's pulling back to the edge of this arc again. So it's setting up again. Confluence of the arc and the 30-week moving average is a good sign. You know, it's a good point to be bouncing off and setting up from. So everything seems to be setting up, and you can see the volume down here on the last big run. There is no volume here that is anywhere near that. So there's nothing crazy happening yet, and the price is holding and stabilizing, so we're safe in my eyes. Game credits, once again, look at this big massive arc playing out. So you know, this has taken a full cycle from double top there, pulled all the way back down to the bottom, worked its way sideways, had a little bit of a price discovery, you know, recently, pulled back game credits. Now it's following the edge of this arc, once again on the confluence of the edge of the arc and the 30-week moving average. Big things happen. You know, these are great entry points. These are great beginning points and great setup points. And yeah, that's kind of it for there. What I also want to look at is just show you how many gold miners that are also on the confluence of their arc. So I'm going to go down to like pretty much every single mining company. Well, not this one, sorry, Mag Silver. You know, we've got pullbacks below the 30-week moving average, but things like Sandstorm Gold, perfect confluence, perfect arc pattern all the way through a bear market. Gold companies, tap, pull back here. You know, these are takeoff zones where, you know, not necessarily on the 30-week moving average, but we've got high touches on the right hemisphere of the arc. Good entry points for a quick trade. Sierra Metals, same deal. We've got a touch high. You know, a high on the right hemisphere of the arc. Good entry points, you know, after a big pullback, and then the bounces come off, right? Get a silver, First Majestic Silver, pulling back. Other ones like this, so Rare Element Earth Resources, big pull down, double tap bottom, big run up, price discovery, and then pull back to the arc. So great re-entry points or great entry points if, you know, on these charts that you see that they kind of curve around and then they reach a bit of discovery. If you hold on, you wait, and you pull back, get in. Perfect time to get into these things. Equinox Gold. So same deal, Equinox Gold pulled up right through a bull market, you know, through that quick running gold that happened recently. It's pulled right back down. Gives you a second chance to get into it. So it's telling you the next time gold runs, it wants to get up there or higher. So you've got a great entry points again to get into these things. And it's the same in crypto, that we've had all-time highs and things have pulled back, So we've had, 40 cents in Harmony, and now we can get it for 17 cents, So that's, to me saying it wants to get there. That was a discovery in price, and it's pulled back. So if you didn't FOMO in, this is a great time to get in. While no one's talking about it, while everyone's fearful, it's a great time to get in or to add or buy the dips. Same with Hathor. Had a big run up, got really bullish there, but, people sold out. And once again, you got a good entry point to get in, like around $1 again, So, but you can see on the longer term picture, and we're on weekly charts, is like found a bottom, higher low, higher low. So it is, we're still in a bull market in these altcoins. Things are just setting up, things are just setting up. And if you look at it like a base, like this is just a big base, really. It's not, it's not anything more than a big base that's building up. So it's gone up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's a big sideways move and ready for that to break out into a big all-time high, big blow off top, and then pull back. That's the story there. Dash is no different. It's just that the base has been going on for 3 or 4 years, So it's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Kind of busts out of the base, pulls back down, lets you know where it wants to go at least. So now you've got an entry point that's well below that recent all-time high, which is 450. So you've got your 2-3x trade there easily. So these are the things to kind of keep an eye out on. Stellar Lumens, big arc, broke out of the arc, pulls back, cup and handle. So, it's that kind of ideal entry time. Things are kind of playing out. This pay USD thing, same deal again. You've got big kind of bear market retracements, bottoms, sideways, 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 bit of price discovery, pull back, and now you've got like this kind of three-way arc confluence on things like this, where on the yearly time frame, it's touching. On the weekly time frame, on the the daily and the 4 hourly, so like the daily arc there, it's forming out, and then this kind of short term, hourly arc is playing out here, where they're all confluencing. 30-week moving averages right close by. Seeing a good bounce off there is a good signal to go, this thing's going to run. So you can look around and find these charts, whether they're cryptos, whether they're oil and gas, whether they're, that's another one. Looking over here into LNG. So you've had, big run up in liquid natural gas. This is a 2 times leverage instrument there for natural gas, and you think, oh, you've had a big 4x move there, right? Oh geez, I missed out on it. What did it do? It pulled back all the returns straight away, taps the edge of the arc on the right hand side, and it's going to bounce out of there. Now, if this thing retraces anywhere through this bear market, which is like a 10-year bear market, hold on tight, this thing could skyrocket. So natural gas is setting ready up. Like the commodities boom is just beginning. And it's going to be huge. So just keep an eye out on a lot of things that they're at this right side of the arcs. They're in these retracements right now, these pullbacks before. It's kind of like a little bit of price discovery, pullback, and then launch. So just be patient. Realize that sometimes you get sucked into other YouTubers that are like daily going moon, pump. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. That's exactly why I stopped posting every day, because I was getting myself excited that it had to happen on a daily time frame. But it's more like these things are playing out on 2-3 week time frame, so a couple of weeks up, a couple of weeks pullback, a couple of weeks up, and then eventually there's going to be the couple of weeks of blow off tops, and they'll be left, right and center. It'll be like popcorn going off everywhere. It'll be like all the ships rising in the tsunami together, and you just want to kind of get off at the top and jump and cash in your chips and walk away and do it all again in 4 years, hopefully, or do the next thing, which is to me the commodities super cycle, or various commodities popping off in the future. Other ones like oil here, like this hurricane energy, and I've posted these on Twitter, like big pull down into the arc, tap down the bottom, great starter entry point, pull up, pull back, another entry point. This thing is going to pull back again sometime, touch the right side of the arc, going to be the perfect time to enter. and a big bounce happens, and then, you've got a 2, 3, 4, 5, 10x all the way to get to the top of this arc, and it never goes in a straight line. It's never, tap off the arc, go straight up. It's kind of like zigzags its way up, and then see what happens, right? So things need to go their way. The oil price has to go up, the Bitcoin price has to go up, or, money has to roll out of something into something else. But essentially, you can see these charts and see the right-hand touches, and they're good times to be confident that if you see a bounce, things are happening all right. If you see a full breakdown, well, you can start reassessing things, you can start re-looking at your charting. But essentially, what I'm seeing is that a lot of things have been, prepping for their big moves. They've shown us little moves, but what they're doing is they're prepping for their bigger moves. So like this Premier African Minerals, it's like big bear market, double tap bottom, big burst up, so a big kind of move there. You're lucky if you got in here, got a big kind of 300% punch, but that's nothing. That's going to be nothing compared to when the wall of money comes into it, when the wall of investment money comes in. Big big bull flag playing out on the right side of the arc there. So what does that mean? Something's got to give. Something's going to happen. It's either going to fall drastically to the downside, or it's going to pop up. So you've just got to have your strategies. Know when to invest, know when to be patient, know when to kind of set your stop losses, know when to ride the winners. Right. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm seeing. Hope that helps you. I saw a couple of comments saying touch base on what's happened. I don't look at the fundamentals. I don't really listen to any of it now. I know there is a lot of stuff going on out there. There's a lot of fear about what could happen, and there's all these possibilities, but the reality is that right now, from a timing perspective, we're at the end of a bull cycle, and I still remember that the majority of the gains, the 90% of the gains, happen in the last 10% of the move, right? So from a time perspective, the next 3 months, I'm willing to hold on and see what happens no matter what. I've always been ride or die on this bull market. I definitely would do things differently on the next cycle, and I'd take profits a lot more and, reinvest and buy the dips. But, a lot of my portfolio has been buy and hold, so I've seen it go up, and I've seen it go down, and I've seen it go up and seen it go down. I've ridden it out, and emotionally I'm ready just for anything to happen. And hopefully it's moon. But, I'm ready for it to go sideways or do nothing in particular. I've taken enough profits to go, well, I haven't lost money, but I definitely am looking to just be patient and watch, all these right touches of the arc just burst out of there. So that's the story there. I've been Jared. I've been Crypto Plan. Hope you liked the video. Yeah, geez, it's it's been a tough old year, especially after last year. We got sucked into these big massive moves, and nothing's happened this year. I think I watched the video the other day that says generally if you held a crypto from from February this year through to now, you might be 10% to maximum 100% up, unless you've got those few coins that really went on a big run. But yeah, in general, we've all been through the same pain where we've held through the sideways, through the dip and the pullback, the retracement, and then a pullback from the retracement. So that's the story. Stay safe, keep solid, keep using your own head to realize your own risk management. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, I've been Jared, Crypto Plan. Have a good one. Bye now.